Okay, so we're just gonna pick a color that we like. This might be a good color. It'll do. Might try to find a lighter color for my robin. I don't have the exact color for this robin, so I'm gonna just do both. I'm gonna do a light brown and a dark brown. This one's almost a yellow. So what I'm gonna do, which we were doing last week, is instead of holding my pencil like this and really pressing down, I'm gonna hold it to the side where I can get a nice, like flat, softer line. You can, one easy peasy way that I was showing my own child was holding it instead of like this, grabbing the pencil like this, and then doing it. That's a good way to start. And then you just are using the whole, you're using this whole part instead of just that tippy top part. Okay. Again, sometimes it's nice to just make the sound along with it. And I'm just doing the upper part of this robin. See how it's just half of it? Just gonna go ahead and just do half. And I'm gonna just try my hardest to stay in those lines, but I'm not gonna be too worried about it if I get out of the lines. I have an eraser. And okay. That looks pretty good. I like it. Hope you can see that okay. I'm gonna do the beak that color too. Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit of brown. See how there's more brown right in the beak and on the tips? So I'm gonna go ahead and hold my pencil that same way. And I'm just gonna add some just to the tips, just where I see more brown. You can do the whole thing brown. It's totally up to you. But I'm just gonna do it this way. Ooh, maybe a little bit right here too. And of course on the beak. In fact, I'm gonna hold it regularly for the beak because it's so fine and it's a little darker there too. Wow, that looks really good. Okay, so I'm gonna look and see what else is brown. You know, I see a lot of brown on the ground right between the leaf and the rock. So I'm gonna color brown, dark brown right in between there and maybe over here. So where that is for me is right here. Just gonna color that nice and dark brown in between my leaves. That's called negative space. And we'll go over that some other time in more depth, but I'm just gonna color the ground just around it. I'm not gonna worry too much about where I color it. I'm not gonna color the whole thing that same color. Just gonna color some brown just around my rocks so that it implies that there's dirt. And then I'm gonna switch, and again, I'm gonna take my more yellow color. I'm gonna hold it by its side, like by the top, where you just throw it down, and with your fingers, you just pick it up like that. And then go for it. I'm just gonna color a little bit. You can color right over those legs. Just stay in those lines. Don't color your robin. You can color above it a little bit too. And let's not color your rocks yet. I'm not sure what color I want to do on my rocks yet. Right now I want to color the belly. So see how there's some belly that's white on this side, but on the other side right here, there's like a red or like an orange. I think maybe I'll do a red. Maybe I'll add a little orange later. And I'm going to do it really light because this is so light. So I'm going to drop my pencil. I'm going to pick it up like this. And then I'm going to cut, see this little white area? I'm going to split it in half like that. And I'm going to really lightly color this side. And then I'm going to throw this down. I'm going to get my orange and maybe do the same thing. Throw down my pencil. I'm just going to pick it up just like that and then color. Yep, I think that looks very pretty. What about you guys? I think the only thing we need is to add some color down here. And then that'll really make it look really pretty. So by adding a little bit of green. Green is my favorite color. So I'm just going to hold it regularly and do some dark just so that there's a little bit of a pop. I'm going to color it in. A good way to stay in those lines is to color the outside first. And then you can color it in. So just the 2 hearts, I'm just going to color the outside and then color in those lines. Then it's just easier somehow to stay in those lines. Sorry, I know you're hearing my puppy. Who knows? Hopefully he's chewing up something he's allowed to chew up. Okay. I'm going to make it really dark just on one side. If I make it really dark just on one side, it's like shaded and it just looks really pretty. Yeah, that looks good. Now it's time to color these rocks. Now I know those rocks are the same color as the dirt, but I might just take my pencil and color it. Just throw it down, pick it up, just really lightly color it. Because when I think of a rock, I think of a gray rock. This looks kind of like a potato. Maybe it is a potato, I don't know. So whatever color you want to do, either gray or yellow, or like a dark yellow. Okay, that looks great. And then the only last thing that I would do, maybe 2 more things, is I would very gently just erase your pencil of the egg. Just right around this. Just so it's kind of just floating there. I think that looks so good. And the other thing that you can do is really darken up some things. So you can maybe just darken up the wings. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to darken up the eye. Darken up my bathtub kind of looking area. And then we can darken up those legs again. Sometimes it helps to make those sounds. Darken up my K. And you don't have to darken up everything. I think we talked about this last time. Sometimes you may just pick a little area to darken, like half of your rock or something. Yeah. And there you go. That looks so good. I can't wait to see yours. Maybe your teacher can send me some of them, or just take a picture and I can look at them. Oh, and then of course sign your name right at the bottom. Okay. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and that you had so much fun with this, and I will see you guys next week. Bye, kids.